Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Everyone is talking about Top Gun Maverick, and it's now the #1 movie in the world.
Outstanding!
It will leave you cheering.
Yes!
And is the ultimate summer movie experience.
Damn right.
Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, rated PG-13.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to Season 15, episode number 3,364. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are in the Men's Room. On tap today, it is a random question. Your guess is as good as my categories, the winter months, and Jimi Hendrix. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, Men's Room Shout of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted. Clack, drinking and drunk. All right, here we go. Florida man loses his mind after Checkers location runs out of lettuce at their store. Jesus. Meanwhile, a woman in Georgia demands free food because she eats FBI and will eat Chick-fil-A no more. Florida woman arrested finger painting for the second time, this time in front of a Popeyes. Minnesota man goes deer hunting and a buck and a 3-foot alligator dies. And a woman gets 3 sex toys delivered by Amazon after watching Borat with her Alexa nearby. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, people are strange and people do dumb things. There's no doubt about that. The average police blotter, it is a testament to this. For example, a man was arrested in Yellowstone Park last week. Now, he was not arrested for camping out and cooking near a hot spring. No, he was arrested for cooking 2 whole chickens in a hot spring. So he put the chickens in a burlap sack and then put the sack in a hot spring. And sure, hot springs, they are in fact water, but it's water with high concentrations of chloride. That's all right. Chloride, it's an important electrolyte. Silica, no problem with silica. It's good for, the old tendons there, your skin, your bones. Hydrogen sulfide. Okay, sure, that inflames your respiratory and nervous system. And sulfates, which you can find in your average shampoo. Oh, right. And arsenic, which is a poison. But then you already know that. But like I said, people do dumb things. As Miles said, a woman in Florida, she was busted masturbating outside of a 7-Eleven a few weeks ago. Well, she struck again. But instead of buttering the muffin in front of a 7-Eleven, she was busted this time finger painting the Batcave near a dumpster outside of Popeyes. And she was arrested again. Listen, I understand, but sometimes you need to refrain from your urges. You know, you don't cook chicken in sulfuric water. You don't masturbate in public. And you do not tell someone that their baby is ugly, even if their baby is ugly. In Detroit, 16 shots were fired when one couple told another couple that their ugly baby was in fact ugly. Stunningly, in spite of 16 shots fired, no one injured. And the baby is still ugly. But these are just some of the stories that we've come across. Stories that left us with many questions we'd like to ask you in the form of our random question. And this is how it works. You call us, we ask you a question that completes random. And after you share your story, we'll share with you the news story that inspired said question.
Be part of the big show, the Random Question. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Over to and away we go. Welcome to Season 15, Episode number 3,364. What a large and a charged program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat as we are just one day away from Live Day 2020, or 2020. Have we still even decided how we're supposed to call that thing?
I don't like this year, so I'm going to say 2020.
What is it called? What could possibly go wrong in this year of fun?
In the year...
Tomorrow we are doing everything completely live. Join us live here on the radio at 99.9 KISW. You can join us on Facebook Live, KISW Live if you are .com if you want to see our ugly faces. As well as we're broadcasting both BJ and Miggs and our show, the sound effects, the commercials, all the bands, all the music. There is nothing pre-recorded at all. All the Foley sound effects that you hear, they're called Foley artists.
Yes.
So all the sound effects that you hear will be done live as well. And it's going to be done.
That'll be someone in studio.
All across the Pacific Northwest and across this great country of ours, the United States. We have all kinds of people all over joining us for Live Day. So, as you know, it's a socially distanced Live Day. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than usual. Live Day presented by our friends at the Advocates, but we're fired up. They are, I would say that the office is buzzing, but the office has not buzzed all year. There are maybe 2 people in there, but that's a lot of people.
But that's buzzing.
It's buzzing for us.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
This is insane.
It looks like Mission Control. They have all these computer screens set up and masks on, and to be honest with you, I don't even know if they work here. They could be doing anything out there. I just assume it's for Live Day.
They have the bands in one location.
Right.
So they're all doing things socially distanced from their area.
Correct.
We are here. There are people who are going to be all over the country reading commercials. Malcolm is down in San Diego. So he's down there hanging with my kid. It's going to be insane. The day's going to be great. So join us tomorrow.
Hey, Miles, your daughter's there with me.
Live Day, that's scary, is presented by the Advocates. All the details are KISW.com.
I didn't know she was your kid.
Pan that camera, I'll see who's behind you. What's going on down
You
there?
might not want to know.
Hey, things are great. Having a great time in sunny San Diego. Yeah, bro. Sorry I couldn't be here this year.
He loves the Aztecs.
He does. He's a big fan, and a big fan of Seattle too. So it's gonna be a crazy day tomorrow, man. A Live Day 2020 is presented by our friends at the Advocates. Please join us starting tomorrow with BJ and Biggs, and then we'll come on and F the whole thing up. So a big show for you today. Your guess is as good as mine is back. Categories today will be winter, as far as our 10 least favorite things about winter. Winter, yes. And then
sums it all up
for your listening pleasure, the 10 greatest Jimi Hendrix songs of all times.
Okay.
So
according
who made
to
the list?
according to people who went on the internet and voted, as far as what their fan favorites.
See, that's a little hard. If it's Rolling Stone, you think, all right, what are the deepest tracks that no one's heard? It'll be that.
These are the ones you know, the ones you love, the songs that are played, will be played for the rest of our lives on the radio and long after that. So Jimi Hendrix on the way, and the things that we hate about winter with your guess is as good as mine. And today is the day that we do our random question. 206-421-ROCK.
Random.
Hello, Terry. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola. What's happening, Terry? How are you?
Doing well. How y'all doing?
We're doing good, man. Not bad at all, Terry. Thank you for asking. How was the weekend?
The weekend was good.
Are you driving, Terry?
Really, I'm driving. I'm going to pull over.
That's okay. You don't have to pull over for me. I just got to ask you a real quick random question, okay? Look down at your steering wheel for a half second. How do you hold your hands on the steering wheel? Where are they positioned?
Left hand is in my lap. Right hand is on the bottom right side.
Oh, you're a bottom driver on the right side.
Bottom right side. Okay. So about 5 o'clock, I'm guessing?
I'd say about 5 o'clock.
All right.
Okay. 4:30. We'll give you 4:30.
Ted, we know you're.
I'll take it.
We know you're a 10 and 2 guy.
I am now. I used to be a left hand, lean to the right.
Really? I'm a noon guy. I'm left-handed, but typically drive with the right hand noon.
So you just drive one hand.
And there you go. So I'm left-handed, so that's why I'm driving with my right hand.
Now, if you see a cop behind you, do your hands automatically go to the 10 and 2? Mine do. Like I am trained.
Are you supposed to?
No.
If I see a cop behind me, yeah.
I go to 7. I go to 7 and 5.
All right, you're crazy. Mike, where do you put your hands on the wheel when you drive? You drive a lot.
I'm usually a one-hander at 5.
Okay. A one-hander at 5. I'm a one-hander at 6. At 6.
You're at 6?
So I'm at the bottom. Yeah,
all right.
I like this.
Just lean your hand up on your leg and just kind of hang on to that steering wheel.
All right, let's go. All right, the reason we asked, how do you hold your hands on a steering wheel? This is pretty interesting. A personality expert claims you can tell how a person acts just by how they grip the steering wheel of their car. All right. Here are 7 driving styles and what they mean. Okay. As far as 10 and 2, Ted, this is you. This is the classic way you might have learned as a teenager. If you still do it now, it means that you play by the rules, and you also might be a perfectionist.
I don't know that you call me a perfectionist.
Okay. Well,
I generally play by the rules.
You're a stickler for rules for sure. Perfectionist, I don't know about that. I'll give you half of that. I'll give you half.
9 and 3, not too far away. It means you're probably an anxious person, but also very thorough. 8 and 4. It means you're like 10 and 2, but on the bottom of the wheel. It means you're a confident person who likes to take charge. If you drive like this, I'm going to go to the store. I want to get my stuff done. One hand on the bottom of the wheel. That's me. You're a
crazy man.
You're a minimalist who keeps things simple. That is about as honest as apply for me. That's the best one. One hand near the top of the wheel. You're relaxed.
That's me.
And like to project confidence. So that's you, Steve. One hand on top of the wheel.
I'm better than you.
That's right.
I'm just projecting.
If you hold it near the middle of the wheel, if it's one-handed, you're a thrill seeker who lives life to the fullest.
I'm right here, baby.
Right in the middle.
If you're a thrill seeker, right here.
2 hands means you're soft-spoken and try to avoid conflict. With one hand on the horn, you're ready to go. You're a bossy person. Put my hand on the horn a lot yesterday.
I'm a big horn guy, but it's gotten to the point where
guy.
My daughter, man, so she gets impatient like I do in the car. And I remember I'm taking them to school. This is back in the days when kids went to school. And I'm driving the kids to school. There is a school bus in front of me. It has its little stop sign has come out. The red lights are flashing. And yes, it's annoying. No, I don't know what takes kids so goddamn long to get on or off the school bus, but you can't do anything. And my daughter is yelling to me, "Daddy, honk the horn." I'm like, baby, you know Daddy's all about the horn. This is what we call bad optics, all right? So, and look, I don't want to be here. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these kids. They take this goddamn long to get on or off the school bus, but whatever I do, I'm not going to honk at a stop school bus. It just looks bad.
Yep.
Random.
Looks horrible.
I mean, look, I agree. But she's like, "Daddy, honk." I'm like, "God damn, no, not that." That's
I like that. I'm like, "Okay, kid."
I told her, do not honk at cops, do not honk at school buses. At least not when they're stopped.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. Hello, Dave. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, Bejolas.
Hola.
What's happening, Dave? Welcome to the random question.
No problem.
Okay.
Hey, real quickly.
Yes.
I just wanted to share with you, I laid my mom to rest on Monday.
You talking about today or last week?
Last week.
Okay, last week.
And laid her next to Dad, and it was actually their anniversary date as well.
Wow. Well, that's a little bit heavy.
Did you also want to tell me that you robbed my house and beat my dog to death? That is, I am sorry, man. That is a bummer.
Yeah.
That is some Monday bummeration.
I mean, she was 92. It was.
You just wanted to spread the the love to everybody else, so they would feel down like you do.
And make sure you end up with happy holidays.
Right. Yeah.
And by the way, happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Okay. All right, Dave. I got a question for you.
I'm off to see Borat now. Yeah.
This should be a fairly easy random question right now. All right. If you go to any store, whatever store you need to go to, what is it that you are currently out of? What are you out of? You know, like when you go to the store, sometimes you're like, what the hell is it that I need?
Oh, we were out of kitty litter last week. Like,
stat. Yes, certain things you need to get there right away.
Because the problem is with the cats, look, the whole thing with the cat, obviously you want to change your cat's litter, but also if you don't have kitty litter to replace it with, your cat does things like poop on your pillow.
Right.
And rip apart your sofa or whatever it is. So it's like, man, we need the kitty litter before the cat exacts revenge.
So, Dave, what are you currently out of that you need to get?
Well, it's stupid, but you have, your several sizes of Ziploc bags.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the quart freezer size.
Right.
I went to buy last week, and all they had was this, like...
The gallon or the sandwich or the snack. They had everything else that you needed besides the quart.
I bought the quart ones, and I thought I bought the right ones, but they were the only ones they had. But they're like a Ziploc.
All right. Okay.
It's not. They have a zipper on it rather than you pushing your fingers and sealing it.
I prefer the zipper. I don't know what it is. I am not gifted at resealing a Ziploc bag. Right? It's like flipping a coin. I got a 50-50 shot that this goddamn thing lines up right.
Yeah. I need Q-tips. And I can't find regular Q-tips. It's always like a generic kind that has the pink stick in the middle.
All right.
And they're just not good. Oh, I need Q-tips. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a Q-tip snob.
No, I will say that. They're fine because they work, but
they're flimsy.
Anytime I've used a cheap one, not the flimsy thing, but like the cotton bud, there's just not as much cotton. So you realize you're digging the stick directly into your ear.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be Q-tip, but it's got to be a solid
It's
cotton
got to be. I'm always good on Q-tips. Have a solid now. I always keep my eye on my razors and my shaving cream. Like for whatever reason, I'm hawkish about that. Everything else, I'm like, yeah, we've needed this for like a month. Other than kitty litter, because that again,
I'll run out of cooking oil or something like that. And go, oh man, butter's a big one for me.
I need some ketchup.
How do you not have ketchup?
I don't know. I
get on the kids' case because we had 2 open cats. My son's like, hey, that works. You can't find it in the fridge. So I point. Then I realized 2 bottles. Then I realized they're both like half done.
Thanks.
So unfortunately for him, and I know it's not. I know which one of the kids is responsible for this, but he's the one standing there. I'm like, why are both of them open? He's like, I don't know. I'll tell you why. Because somebody opened the other. Blah blah blah. And I realized I am my father because
I don't think that's not your
stupid stuff.
It's anybody. It's anybody who's old and just like, come on.
I know, but I say the same things he did because it was effective with me.
No, trust me. I made breakfast sandwiches yesterday, and then I realized I had no ketchup, and I was like, this is weird.
Okay, can I take it to a different level?
All right, what do you got?
All right, so, Ted, you know me. Okay, there's 2 half empty ketchup bottles or 2 half full ones. What am I going to do?
You're going to combine them.
I'm going to combine them. I'm going to take the cap off of one. I'm going to pour it all down into one, and now there's going to be 1 ketchup bottle.
I thought about it, but I'm not going to. I want them, every time they open it and grab ketchup, to remember that there's this little itty-bitty bit of anger from Dad because I want them to visually see, too. If I combine the miles, the lesson will be lost on them.
Why don't you give me one?
You know what I should? Be like, you know what?
Ted needs ketchup.
We're giving one of these to Ted because he doesn't have any.
Yeah, you're going to learn your lesson now.
Reason we asked, what are you currently out of? A Florida man was arrested after allegedly suffering a lettuce-related meltdown. Let us tell you the story. Henry Calabero, who's 49, has been hit with misdemeanor charges of disorderly conduct in an establishment as well as resisting arrest at a Tampa Bay area Checkers. A criminal complaint notes that the man was yelling and screaming violently at employees who then had fear for their own safety because, as authorities say, he was upset that the store had no more lettuce for their sandwiches.
I would think that's great news.
Cops arrived at the scene at 11:30 to find him still screaming and refusing to identify himself. He was uncooperative when he got arrested. He is still in the county jail.
That's crazy, man, because of lettuce on a burger.
Lettuce. At Checkers.
Damn.
More of the random question coming up, 206-421-ROCK.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Random question 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Ely. Welcome to the men's room.
What's going on, Krill?
Hola. What's going on, Ely?
Hola, Bitolas.
Hola. Oh, screw them. You're good with me, man.
All right, go ahead. You guys take care.
Huh?
Okay. Ely, what are you doing?
I'm sitting in my truck right now. I just got done working for the day, and I called in for this random question.
Okay, I got one for you. What did you work at until you reached your goal? What took a little bit of time? Maybe you had to save up for something, maybe you buy something, maybe you were,
learn an instrument, play a sport,
change
get
a
the
job. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I've been working since I was 14. And I mean, like, my first job was at a pizza shop. Did that for 3 years. Then I was a skate guard at an ice arena for a couple of years. So, I mean, nothing like too influential. But I did join the Army and spent 10 years in the Army. Deployed to Iraq once, Afghanistan twice, and that was a good time.
Okay. All right.
Damn, 10 years, huh? All right. How old are you now?
I'm 35, going on 36.
Are you back at the pizza place or the skating rink? Are you back at the skating rink?
Yeah, no. You know what? Actually, I went back, and now I'm driving the Zamboni.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. That's what everybody wants to do. All right. But that's what everyone wants to do, works at the ice skating rink, right?
Well, I did drive the Zamboni.
Okay.
So I got that out of my system.
That's pretty cool. All right.
I don't know. If I had to work at an ice skating rink, that's absolutely...
We are taking that thing for a spin, man.
I mean, it's called a Zamboni. The name alone is cool.
Reason we asked, what did you work for until you reached your goal? We told you the story last week. A couple in Lakeview, Michigan that had 14 sons. Mm-hmm. On Thursday, they had their 15th child, finally got a girl. The mom is 45 years old. Her husband is 45 years old. They had their daughter Maggie on Thursday. They are 45 and have 15 kids. The oldest is 28, which means they had them after they got married right out of high school. They had 3 sons by the time they were done with college. But they both still went on to get advanced degrees. There's no word on whether they're planning on having any more kids or if the daughter is enough. And one more story on this tip. Last November, a woman named Emily Harrington, she got banged up pretty badly after she fell from El Capitan at Yosemite in an attempt to become the first woman to free climb the rock formation in less than 24 hours. Well, the 34-year-old achieved that feat on Wednesday. She pulled herself over the top ledge of the wall after 21 hours, 13 minutes, and 51 seconds. This is a big deal because only 3 other climbers, all guys, had done the same thing. About 24 other climbers have reached the top of El Capitan under a day, but most have taken easier routes than the Golden Gate path, which she took. That was supposed to be the hardest way to go. That's the way she went.
Now, is she awake for the 21 hours straight, or is it one of those things where you do that weird sleeping bag and tuck yourself in?
She is awake. She began the hike at 1:34 a.m. The hike went off without a hitch. At one point, she fell, then rested for 30 minutes before she climbed again. She opened up her forehead and busted her nose wide open after her head smacked into the granite. Blood just started pouring down her face. A guy named Alex Honnold, who climbed the thing in like 2 minutes.
Isn't he the famous guy?
Yeah,
he does all the free climbing.
He scaled it like a spider. He bandaged her all
Right,
up.
he's that guy.
Well, if you need somebody who can help you when you're, 2,000 feet up, he's just going to run up the damn thing and give you a Band-Aid, wipe your face, and run back down.
Just scramble back down.
Exactly. So.
I know you got into the mountain hiking thing, or what you tried to summit, what the hell's it called? Rainier.
But this is a different world. This is rock climbing.
I know. Is that something you would ever do?
This?
Yeah, rock climbing.
Oh, hell no. You have to be really, really strong. You have to be in great shape. You have to be super skinny. You need to be able to do 100 pull-ups in your Chevy van.
I'm out.
I'm dead serious. You got to have incredible core strength. You have the build for it because you're lean and you have long arms and legs. So that's an advantage as far as grabbing a place to put something.
It is.
Whatever. I'm telling you right. I hear you. I understand what you're saying in theory, but no. I also have the build to not do it.
Right. My hands get tired when I'm writing things. You know what I mean? Cramp it up here.
Ow.
Right. I can do that.
I just think it's crazy.
Take a break.
Everybody keeps doing that because of that Alex guy without safety stuff.
Man, I know. And people are into it, and I get it, and I understand their strength and all that. But, what do you train on before you decide to finally just do that?
What you do is you take the route one section at a time. So you figure out the route one section at a time. And then once you've mastered that and you know the route you're going to take, then you move on to the next part. And then you master, where am I going to put my hands here, where am I going to put my feet here? So you take it in stages. Maybe there are 10 quadrants, right? We'll say on that. You master each one of those as far as where your hands are going to go, where your feet are going to go. Then you put it all together in one push.
See, I just don't have the dedication for that.
I don't either.
Nor do I have the ability to fight through my fear of hanging off of a sheer cliff face.
And you got to remember, when they're training like this, they're dropping with ropes. So they're coming down into those areas. They have harnesses on. They have their safety gear. They're practicing. But then when the run happens, all of that's gone. All that's gone.
But that's like saying when you train for an NFL football game, we wear all the pads and the helmets, but game day, we take it all off.
Yeah, well, Friday's typically shorts and pads. You know what I mean? Shoulder pads, that's it. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. It seems odd to take off the safety equipment for the day you need it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The day it matters most, none of that.
The hell with this stuff.
Good Lord. Oh, hello, Lisa. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola! Lisa, welcome to the program, the random question. Lisa, I'm going to give you a bunch of weird questions because I think you're crazy. All right.
Oh, I am.
Okay, good. You're perfect for this then, all right? Okay. I'm going to ask you these questions. You just answer them, honest as you can, all right? Have you ever, Lisa, seen a cow in real life?
Yes.
Where did you see a cow?
Usually in a pasture, when I'm driving or
okay.
At the field.
So you've seen a cow from a vehicle. Have you ever been up to a cow? Have you ever been near a cow at a dairy farm?
I milked a cow.
You've milked a cow?
But when I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah, but that still counts.
Did that feel weird to you, man, when you milk a cow?
Oh, I like it.
Okay. What? Well, that makes me like you. I think of...
Yes, hey. All right. Strong forearms. By the way, there are almost 100 million cows in the United States of America. They did a survey, and according to a new survey of Americans between the ages of 11 and 24 years old, 54% say they've never seen a cow in real life.
What?
That means the majority of that generation has never seen a cow in person. All right, Lisa, I'm going to ask you another question. Have you ever gone hiking before?
Yes.
Okay, what was your last hike? Do you remember?
Honestly, I wouldn't consider that hiking. I went disc golfing, and I feel like I did go hiking because of how freaking big the place was.
Okay, but you know that you went. Walking is kind of part of disc golf. That's
right.
It's like golf.
But it's not really a hike.
I didn't go hiking. I played golf.
Walking.
All right. So you maybe you haven't been on a hike then, right?
Okay.
43% of that generation between 11 and 24 said they'd never gone camping or even been on a hike.
That's reasonable.
Have you ever been camping before?
I have. I actually did go this past summer.
Okay. Have you ever seen and been up early enough to see the sunrise?
Yes.
You have.
Is it that you got up early enough to see it, or the sun started coming up? Right.
All right.
That's
okay.
what I thought.
27%. I've never seen the sunrise of people between the ages of 11 and 24 years old. Okay. Lisa, have you ever cooked a meal from scratch?
No, but I have baked cookies.
Wait, you've never made a meal from scratch?
Well, I mean, if you count, well, no, actually, no. I'm terrible at cooking. I'm terrible at cooking. I mean, I guess if you consider maybe like a BLT, I've made that.
Well, so you can fry bacon, or do you buy the prepackaged, pre-made stuff?
No, I can fry bacon. I can actually boil water too sometimes if I'm lucky.
What, okay, Lisa, what's the best thing that you can make that's close to a home cooked meal? You're going to make me dinner. What are you making?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
The old standby.
Are we talking Prego here? Are we talking like Classico? You stepping up a little bit, or are we going straight old ragu?
It's always going to be Prego.
Oh, Prego. Okay.
That's all it's called, Prego. But, you know.
How did they make money off that?
I know.
Yeah. What's a good name for this product? Let's go Prego.
Yeah, you know.
You know I'm hungry. I'll eat bananas and ice cream. Prego. All right. By the way, 19% of those surveyed have never made a meal from scratch. Lisa, where are you from originally? Where were you born?
I was born in Puyallup, but grew up mostly in Tacoma.
Okay. Have you spent your entire life in the state of Washington?
Yes.
All right. Have you left the state for any reason?
Yes, I have gone out of the state.
Okay. Believe it or not, between the ages of 11 and 24, 54%, 15% have never left the state where they were born.
I can believe, but you're at the mercy of other people.
You are.
Generally speaking.
I'm glad I'm not in this age group.
Okay. Have you ever sent anything in the mail?
Yes.
Okay. 13% of that age group has not done that either. Just interesting.
I got excited the first time I sent a bill in and had to stamp it. And that's just because I chose to do it. I wanted to send the bill in with through the mail.
Lisa, that goes back to the other question of what do you need to buy that you can never remember and always forget?
Stamps.
Stamps is a big one.
Stamps. I never can remember stamps.
You just rarely use them.
Find them.
What you do is never just buy a stamp, buy those forever stamps. You're going to keep them for about a decade. I said last time, last time we bought stamps was like 2013. There's still a few, because they're the forever stamps, but based on how little you mail stuff.
Right. But when you need a stamp, you never have a stamp. You don't know where to find the stamp. You know what I mean? It's like,
I know where they are only because they've been there for 7 years.
I had to mail something to my kids, so I had to go to the UPS store to do it.
Oh, the one that?
Yeah, because I didn't have a stamp. I didn't have an envelope. I didn't have anything. You know what I mean? It's like before, you'd have we have our office desk stuff, and we have all of our,
Well, you had stamps because you use the mail.
Right.
So there were always stamps, and your parents would get pissed if you grab one.
Yeah, and every time I send someone anything through the mail, it always is in a KISW envelope. I always steal it from here and then mail it out.
Me too. A lot of people, my return address
I have a
is
thing
here.
of envelopes at my house.
And everybody thinks they're a winner, I bet, when they get it first. You're like,
what is
man,
this?
tickets for Rage. Oh, it's just something crappy from Miles.
It's a letter from Miles.
Thanks for nothing.
What the hell is this?
Why is he sending me letters?
Yeah, right?
Okay, here's a question. How much is a postage stamp right now?
38 cents.
Is that right?
I have absolutely no idea. I don't, again,
42?
because I bought forever stamps.
Right.
I don't know the cost of stamps. There was a time when everyone knew the price of postage stamps because everyone used them. Mike, you're looking at it now. Hold on, let me guess. Ted, you said 38.
I'll say 50.
I'm going to guess 45 cents.
Says the summary of 2020 postage rate increase. The rate for postage purchase at the post office will remain at 55 cents.
Oh, damn. Wow. Sounds close as without overbidding.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, I know the last time I bought stamps, I was shocked. I only got like 3.
Oh, right. You just gave them a dollar amount and they hand you what you can get.
Yeah. I was like, this is pathetic.
It's like people don't use the mail.
Yeah.
Hello, Chad. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, fellas.
Hola!
All right, Chad, welcome to the program. Talking about food there for a second. Lisa said she can't really cook. She maybe can make spaghetti, but it's going to be with Prego.
But she's milked a cow.
What would you say that you eat in a pinch?
Oh, boy. Dino nuggets or whatever the kid has.
Ah, so you're pilfering from the kid. I follow you.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. Is that the only worthy food that the kid eats that you would dive into? Do you have like mac and cheese or anything like that?
Yeah, they're like the pre-made cups, so that just ain't quite enough of mac and cheese. But she's 3, so the options aren't too great yet.
Now, let me ask you this. When you snag Dino Nuggets, do you cook them separately for yourself, or you've made them for her and you eat maybe 50% of what you've already made?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make them for the both of us, but just a whole lot.
So in other words, you're in the mood for dino nuggets, but you might as well feed the kids since she's there. I got you.
Are you a single dad?
Yes.
Are you in the applesauce years?
She ain't digging it.
She's not digging the applesauce. See, there's only 2 times in a person's life they really, really like applesauce. When you're like 3 and when you're 83.
It's the same age as that you poop yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like the teeth haven't all come in yet, or they've lost.
Either you've lost your teeth or you haven't gotten them yet.
But you always forget, like until you have kids, how good applesauce is.
I
really enjoy
love
cold
applesauce.
applesauce on the side of something. I'm like, I should eat this all the time. This is great.
It's okay. The kid, I will
pork chop, man.
I will eat a lot of their nuggets. That is true, right? So they both want nuggets. Yeah, probably 5 of them end up in my mouth. The applesauce, that's all theirs.
Okay, all right.
I feel like recently it's been cottage cheese.
Every once in a while I'll take a spoonful, but it's low dosage. But I probably have eaten more cottage cheese than applesauce since kids have been born.
That's another thing I need to buy is applesauce. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a jar in my fridge.
Applesauce and stamps. If I have it in there, I
How
will eat
old
it,
are you?
and I love it.
If someone said, guess this man's age, he needs applesauce and stamps.
Applesauce, stamps.
86.
Right. Yep. And also I need to reorder checks from the bank.
Oh, wow.
I ran out of checks, so this is going to get worse.
I thought you meant like the cereal.
No. There's something else I need, is some cereal.
What kind of cereal are you buying when you buy cereal?
Ooh, you wouldn't like me at all.
Well, you already said applesauce and stamps, old man.
This is really going to either Raisin Bran or mini frosted or frosted mini wheat.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
It's
Hey,
like
look,
a
if it makes
bird's
you feel
nest
any
with
better,
sugar.
I got plain ass oatmeal in my house. Quaker Oats.
But that's better to me than the shredded wheat.
No, shredded wheat's better
Mini
than
shredded
oatmeal.
wheat?
Shredded wheat's disgusting.
They're great.
They're not.
frosted.
Yeah,
I know.
Frosted mini.
You put sugar on a bird's nest, soak it in milk. To me, that is what I'm eating.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like twigs from outside.
I like it. I don't know why. The reason we asked, what did you eat in a pinch? Although the pandemic, they say, limited many activities over the summer, at least people could partake in quiet outdoor activities, like, maybe going to a park or socially distanced barbecues or whatever. However, a man has now been barred from Yellowstone National Park after he picked the wrong place for a cookout. A spokesperson says that a park ranger received word that a group was trekking toward the Shoshone Geyser Basin and that they had cooking pots with them. Ranger found not only the group of 10, which included at least one child, but also 2 whole chickens crammed into a burlap sack getting heated up in a hot spring with a cooking pot sitting nearby. The man from Idaho Falls and others received citations for their travel in that thermal area. They are not supposed to be there. They pled guilty to the citation, as well as to another charge involving a violation of park closures and usage. For his culinary blunder, the man was hit with a $600 fine for each chicken, as well as 2 years of unsupervised probation, during which time he is not allowed back at Yellowstone with or without chickens.
$600 a chicken?
Wouldn't you assume that there would be some gases coming out of it?
All right. So I did the research on this because that was my thought. Like, man, I mean, I get what you're doing in spirit. Let the hot spring heat up our chicken naturally. But what I understand of geysers and hot springs, I don't know if it was safe. So this is the very basic breakdown of the average water sample taken from Yellowstone Park. So the first one say chloride. Chloride, they say it's a very important electrolyte for the human body. Not so bad. Silica, which you can find everywhere, that's good for your cartilage. It's good for flexibility, your tendons, your skin, your bones. Like, oh, okay. Hydrogen sulfide.
Oh, that's sulfur.
That's the first negative here. It inflames respiratory breathing and all that. But beyond that, it also affects your nervous system. All right. The other one was sulfate. Sulfate, you'd find that in stuff like shampoos. Basically, sulfate is used in products that remove like dirt and grease. I don't know if it's so much for consumption, not the worst.
But isn't that the smell of rotten eggs?
That would be sulfur. All right. But
So
the worst part, arsenic. Now, arsenic doesn't need any explanation. And like I said, the average water sample, and by the way, not like a little bit of arsenic. You can probably find any of this stuff in any water. Their point was there's high concentrations of all of these. So even the idea of cooking your food.
If the park rangers hadn't have stopped them, would there a chance that all in that party who ate that chicken would have become violently ill?
They probably would. I don't think they would have died, but I do believe they would have gotten ill. Because again, this is high concentrations of the stuff. And so, even something like the sulfate was like, well, you find it in shampoo. It's like, right, but you don't drink shampoo. It will not kill you, but you're going to have a bad reaction to it. Arsenic is straight up poison. So the park ranger's like, look, I'm not trying to ruin your fun, but you have a kid here, And that's not water that you want to cook in.
And you're cooking it in a burlap sack?
Yeah, I mean, that was my first thought
is, yeah.
when I saw the story. Just like, that can't be safe.
Yeah. But
It
there
just
he was.
seems like it would taste terrible.
I would think,
How do you mess up chicken?
but even just the smell of it, I would think like, hey, let's not cook it in that water because that water smells like a fart. Right?
Right.
I mean, we're standing there like, hey, guys.
Aren't you not supposed to be in those thermal areas because the gases can make you nauseous and you'll faint, or, you know what I mean?
Depending on in certain areas, yeah. Either way, whatever the case, don't cook your chicken in a hot spring that is bubbling because of a volcano under it.
More of the random question on the way. 206-421-ROCK.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.